How did Edward Jones become one of the biggest financial services companies in the country?
Yours?
Not anymore. Come on.
By meeting you more than halfway. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
It's time for the Edward Jones Tiger Cage. And joining us this week inside the Edward Jones Tiger Cage interview segment is transfer guard Jimmy Barton. And Jimmy transferred from Houston Baptist, but you're a Missouri kid hailing from St. Louis. Tell us a little bit about your high school career there at DeSmet before you joined the college ranks.
Yeah, so I was at Webster where my uncle coached my freshman year, but ended up transferring right like a couple weeks into school, went to DeSmet because played my buddy Nolan Berry, who went to Butler, now is at UC Davis. We wanted to play together, so I went to DeSmet. Then I was thinking UCM, Division II again, and when Coach Anderson came here, that was kind of my deal. I really wanted to come here and go play for Coach Anderson, so then came here this year.
Growing up in St. Louis, were you a Tiger fan as a kid?
Oh yeah, I was always. My dad was like kind of a big SLU fan when Larry Hughes was there, and then I kind of was more Mizzou, and I always wanted to play, blah blah. But yeah, I've been a huge Mizzou fan my whole life. So.
Who are some of your favorite players growing up?
Favorite player for Mizzou?
Yeah.
Probably Marcus Denman was my favorite all time here. Yeah, his game, and although he kind of had a funky shot, he did not miss from the free throw line, and that's kind of big with me. Just kind of. I kind of have a funky shot, but if it goes in, it goes in. It just shows you work hard at it, so I really like that about him.
A St. Louis kid whose favorite Mizzou player is from Kansas City. We're bringing the state together here with Jimmy Barton. You know, your bio in the media guide, and folks probably read in the program this year, describes you as a hard-nosed, scrappy kind of kid, and that certainly is the way that Marcus Denman played.
Right.
You've had to sit out this last year because of NCAA transfer rules, but when you get your chance next season, what kind of a game do you hope to bring to this Mizzou team?
I kind of a leader. I mean, that's been my thing. My basketball IQ I just been around basketball my whole life. My uncle's a coach in high school. My dad was a coach, played. So I just been around basketball. Probably leadership and basketball IQ, and facilitating, being obviously not a scorer, but a playmaker.
You've also had a front row seat to watch this team all this season long, and you've seen the development, you've seen the changes. How has this team improved, and also being on the floor for practices, how have you seen this team improve and come together this year?
Well, yeah, at the beginning, we just kind of had a bunch of guys, separate, and obviously it takes time to get chemistry, and I think as the season went on, practices got better, people just started clicking. I think chemistry doesn't come from on the court more. It's more of relationships off the court, and the closer the guys get, the better you get with each other on the court, and I think that was big for us.
Well, Jimmy, we appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Good luck
you.
this summer. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.
That's Jimmy Barton inside the Edward Jones Tiger Cage. A big thanks to him, and a thanks to our sponsor, Edward Jones, a proud supporter of Mizzou athletics. For more information or to find your nearest Edward Jones financial advisor, visit edwardjones.com.
Nearly 7 million clients. How did Edward Jones get so big?
Let me just put this away. Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.